What's up, web devies? Here we go on day 2 of JavaScript. So today we are going to look at how to work with the popular JavaScript library called jQuery, or HeyQuery as the kids like to say. Hey query. Primarily what jQuery lets us do is query or search for things more easily with JavaScript. So head on over to jQuery.com. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on this download link. And if we're in a modern browser, meaning not Internet Explorer, then that will open up the actual JavaScript file. Internet Explorer that we have installed is not able to open a file called .js. So it'll say, please open this in another browser, or it'll open it in a text editor or something like that. But we can do two things with this jQuery. We could either link to code.jquery.com as an external file, like we learned how to do the other day with our, we put our script file in somewhere else. So we could either link to this online and steal it from jQuery every time, or we could download the file and use it ourselves. The benefit of downloading, everyone say bye to Anna. The benefit of downloading is that we have it saved on our computer and it'll work offline, but the benefit of just grabbing the URL here is that it's online. We don't have to download it or do anything with it. So we're just going to copy it from jQuery's website. So copy this URL up here. And then let's come back into Dreamweaver and let's create a new header.tml document called with-jQuery.html. Open that b-boy up. Strip out the good stuff. Oh, wait, no. Leave the good stuff. Strip out the bad stuff. With HeyQuery, body, JavaScript with jQuery. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Now, we talked last time about the benefit of putting our JavaScript at the bottom of our file, but this time we're going to use a trick in jQuery that will wait till the page loads to run all of our JavaScript. So we're going to put all of our JavaScript actually up inside of our head tag. So inside your head tag, create a script tag with a source equal to that URL that we copied from jQuery's website. And if you want to memorize it, it's very easy. It's just code.jQuery.com/jQuery and then whatever version it's in. And minified means that it's all compiled down to unreadable human computer readable text and super small. Right? So now that we have it, we have to test to see if jQuery is actually loaded and working. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually write some of our own JavaScript right inside of our head tag, and we'll just let that link be up there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use jQuery to say, wait till the page is loaded and then do everything. Okay? So the way this is done is $. Anytime you use the $, you know that you're using jQuery, meaning more money, more jQuery, right? We know jQuery, we're about the big buckets. You want a slideshow, let me do that in HeyQuery. And then you write document dot ready and get there, and then I'll show you what to do. Does this pause? Nope, just Alt-D to stop. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Alrighty, so we've got this all set up, right? And what we're doing here is we're saying, hey query, go query and find the document. The document is this whole thing. So everything inside of our HTML document is what it means, document. That we could look at, object-oriented programmers, consider this your object, right? And then this is your method, right? Right? Yes. Inside of that method, what we're going to pass to the ready method is a function. and we're going to create an anonymous function and pass all of our code as the parameter for what to do when the page loads. So this syntax is actually a little bit funky, and we don't need to understand it all completely, except it should make sense. We say, when the document is ready, run the following function. And we're going to put all of our code in procedural manner right here and run it. All right? And then what do we want to run? We're going to test the alert function. And we're going to say alert, is the page loaded? And let's upload that. And then check it out on the server. I've got with jQuery, is this page loaded? Good. And it does wait for the whole page to load before it displays that. If I remove this top part and I X that out and I save it and I upload it, notice that now no alert ever happens. Right? No alert. Sad, sad times. So that's a way we could test if jQuery is actually loaded, is we take our alert and we wrap it inside of this. And what's very cool about this is that now it will actually wait until the document's done to load some stuff. All right? Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to start working with some links and waiting for things to happen on the page before we run stuff. So let's do this. Let's create a link, and all this link is going to do is pop up a message of our choice, right? So because we already learned how to be a little annoying yesterday with infinite loops, let's try this. Let's try doing go Google and create a link to Google. And this is how we create a link with HTML. Right? Just like that. So I've got a link to Google now, and if I refresh my browser and I click on that, it should go to Google. Good. Now, what we want to do is before they go to Google, we're going to pop up an alert message, right? So instead of just having our alert message load automatically, we want to wait for someone to click on a link, and then we'll pop up the alert message. Okay? So the way we would do that is we'd use jQuery, and we'd say, jQuery, go and get all the links. Normally, we'd have to say, and you guys don't have to write this, but I'm just going to show you, document.get element by get elements by tag name. So what I have commented out, that's the actual JavaScript. This is the jQuery. You see how easy that is? So if we say $, it's going to say, go query, find me something, as opposed to all that extra code. So once we have it, we're going to say, wait till you're clicked, and then we're going to pass it an anonymous function, and we're going to put in our procedural code that we want it to do. And what we want it to do is say, alert. So what do you think is going to happen now? It's going to pop up that message. And then after they see that annoying pop-up message, you can't leave, it's going to let them leave. So to really make this annoying, what we're going to do is we're going to say return false. Now you guys have used returns before in programming, right? You normally return a value or a true false statement. What this means is link, when you're clicked, don't do the normal response that you're supposed to do. So a normal link, when you click on it, is supposed to go to another page. If you say return false to a link when it's clicked, it will not do anything. So if I go back to my page now and I test it, it's going to say you can't leave, and it's going to stay there. And I'm going to say you can't leave, and it's going to stay there. Because that link keeps receiving the message return false. Pretty awesome, huh? You guys like that? Little bit? All right. Now that you've learned everything there is to know about jQuery, let's go see their API and see if there's anything that we may have potentially missed that you could possibly do with jQuery. Head back over to the jQuery website. Click on Documentation. And then down the side here, we can see under API reference all of the stuff that's possible to do with jQuery. So let's come down and let's start cruising through this and just looking at some of what we're able to do. We don't want that one. Let's go to manipulation. Machina manipulation. What I want you to try doing is take the link, and instead of doing an alert to leave, we're going to comment this stuff out. And let's say, we'll say this. So that would be, you know, that this function is referring to this link. And then try one of these jQuery manipulations. Try to add something after the link. Try to append something to it. Try to put something before. Try to clone it. Try to detach it. Try to change the height, the HTML, insert after, insert before, outer width, position, prepend, remove, attribute, blah, 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 to text, and wraps, all that. Go ahead and play with some of these, and let's see what we can do just to get familiar with the syntax of how jQuery works and what it's possible for it to do. All right? So all you have to do for any of these is you would just click on the one that you want to see. And it has some examples here, so it'd be like .add class. And then special class has been added to it. All right? So go ahead, try these out, and then we'll reconvene and we'll look at what is possible to do with jQuery. So I'll pause the video here.